morning, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
You know, when people think about racial justice, we don't think about the fact that immigrant rights is a racial justice issue. And it's a racial justice issue because it affects each and every one of us, regardless of the hue of our skin. And so when we talk about immigration rights, I want you to do me a favor. I don't want you to use the pronoun they. I want you to use the pronoun we. I want you to take a moment to say me, or I, or our. Own it. Use it as an ownership term. Because when you put yourself in that category, there's some ownership there. When you have other people put themselves in that category, there's some ownership there. And people are more likely to understand the issue if they can see themselves in the picture. There's very few people who can claim this tierra, these lands as their own. Very, very few. I'm a Heinz 57 child. My father's from Puerto Rico, which is in and of itself Heinz 57. My mother is Creole, which in and of itself is Heinz 57. I have a German last name from a Swiss island, which is Heinz 57. I don't think I can claim this land. I speak 9 languages, which is Heinz 57. When we fight for justice, we don't just fight for other people, we fight for ourselves. The humanity that is lost when someone loses their freedoms just for being human beings, who want exactly what you want, who want exactly what I want, is inexplicable. The reason we say that human beings are not illegal, each one of you were born with a birth certificate, right?
Yeah.
I want you to go home today and I want you to look at it. It says, if you look at it, that by virtue of that certificate, that you were born with certain rights. That right was you're human. So you're already certified, right? You don't have to prove to anybody that you're human because that piece of paper says that you're human. You don't have to prove that to anyone. So we start there and we build from there. Nothing else matters after that piece of paper. And if we stop protecting that for each other, then nothing else matters.
Right.
Nothing else matters.
Right.
Our civil rights are built upon that one small piece of paper. Our voting rights, women's rights, LGBTQ rights, nothing else matters until we get to the very basic right to be treated as human beings.
Right on.
So all I implore you to do is look at every person to your right, your left, behind you, in front of you, and recognize that no human being can be illegal. We do some illegal acts. And even that, I want you to question, because years ago, slavery was illegal. Slavery was legal, actually. It was legal, but it wasn't right.
Right.
But it wasn't right. So some things that people think should be legal still aren't right. And the actions that are going on behind us, some might think are legal, but that doesn't make it right.
Right on.
So some things you fight for, you fight from a different perspective. And you fight from the perspective of humanity. Because that's the only thing that we have left. And that's the one thing that binds all of us. And I speak for myself, but I also speak for the Racial Justice Coalition, that I'll die with that one. Thank you, and I have to go to a forum, so I can't stay too long. But I want to say to each of you, I appreciate you, and the diversity here really, really, really captures me. My heart is full. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, we've come to the